Hi, Marianne here. Welcome to my channel. It's Tuesday, November 2nd, another installment of the WW Weekly Archives. It's going to be how to make the most of 0 points foods, not how to eat the most 0 points foods. So anyway, this comes to us from the WW Freestyle Plan, the week of June 10th through the 16th, 2018. Now this is just a little over 6 months after they launched the WW Freestyle, when they added those additional 0 points foods. And we found out that eggs were 0 points and chicken breast, boneless, skinless, was 0 points, and we don't have to track and measure any of it, and it was causing some problems for some and was working well for others. So I think this was overdue when it came out, but let's dive in. 0 points foods, tips plus tricks. There's a reason our program is called WW Freestyle. With more than 200 0 points foods, just like on the blue plan of today, you have freedom of choice and the assurance that no matter how your day has gone, there's always room for a tasty and filling meal. Plus, with so many options that you don't need to measure and track, you have more time for the people and passions in your life. So, what can you do? You can avoid extremes. Yes, 0 points foods are less likely to be overeaten than other foods. So they don't need to be measured or tracked. They don't need to be measured or tracked. But that doesn't make them all you can eat. Yeah, it's not a buffet. It's not going back for seconds. It's not going back for thirds. It's not fill the plate this high. 0 points foods made the cut because, as our science team puts it, they form the foundation of a healthy eating pattern. So, even if it's a 0 smart points value to eat 1 container of non-fat plain yogurt, and it's also 0 smart points to eat 6 of them, now would eating 6 containers of yogurt be consistent with a healthy eating pattern? No. What you've learned about healthy eating doesn't get thrown out the window because there are more 0 points foods now. And from what I hear, from what they're flashing on our app, they're teasing us that there might be more, or will there be less? We don't know. We don't know how this is going to play out yet. Everybody's speculating, but they're flashing little things on our phone, and who knows what it means. You got to work it to know. So we're not working it yet, so we don't know what the deal is. Coming soon. It's coming soon. That's what they said. Okay, so what else can you do? You can look to fruits and veggies as a guide. You might remember what it was like when fruits and veggies became 0 smart points. Well, that's where I came in. I started on the Smart Points program. I wasn't in the other I started at near the last couple, like at the end of 2017, just before the freestyle. So I learned the Smart Points. So that's how I came in, with fruits and veggies being 0 points, Smart Points. Now peas, the starchy vegetables were not 0 points, the peas and the corn. So let's remember that. Those came into play in the freestyle. So you learned how to navigate your budget with them, making adjustments that worked best for you, and discovered how not to overeat them. Right? Did you? Did I? Yeah. Those fruits and veggies are still 0 points. And now we've added corn, peas, beans, and lentils to multiply your options. Not to mention they added eggs and skinless, boneless, lean chicken breast and lean ground turkey and all the other stuff. So remember, you don't need to weigh, measure, or track 0 point foods. Did you hear that? You don't need to weigh and measure those things. This time around, when I got back in July, I'm measuring them. I'm doing portion control even on my 0 points foods, even though they say I can't overeat them. Well, I weighed a chicken breast one day, and without bones and without skin, It was 9 ounces, and a serving of chicken breast is 3 ounces. So that's 3 servings of chicken breast for 0 smart points. With the price of food, by divvying it up into 3 servings, I've been stretching my chicken and my money. So I'm able to afford my chicken by not eating that whole darn thing in one meal. So our research indicates that members were able to eat 0 points foods without tracking or measuring and still lose weight successfully. Now, were you in their kitchen watching them not weighing and measuring it? Really? Did you have hidden cameras? No, I actually, when I got on Freestyle, I was still losing weight. I wasn't having a problem. But then again, I wasn't eating half a dozen eggs in one day. I don't like them that much, particularly. I'll have a couple eggs for breakfast, and that'll do me for a day. I even get bored if I have them every day. I'm not really supposed to have them, but I still have them. I mean, because I'm supposed to be low fat, and I don't like egg whites. I like the whole egg. Whoa, I lost my place. Okay, so what else can you do? You can use the scale for feedback. The scale! That dirty word, the scale. Oh my goodness. It's okay if you don't find the perfect balance of foods with and without smart points right away. Be patient with yourself. Now, with the new things rolling out, we might have to listen to this point because we might have to be patient with ourselves and with the process. So we're going to be learning something new from what they're telling us. So let your weight loss be your guide. So if you get on the new program and you have these new 0 point foods, you might have to adjust how much of them you're eating and when and how many times a day, and etc., etc. So let your weight loss be your guide, making changes to your choices as needed on the way. So don't only rely on 0 points foods. So if you get avocados for 0 points, don't just be eating an avocado for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Smeared over whatever other 0 point food, etc., etc. So don't only rely on 0 points foods. Eating only foods on a list sounds like a diet. Well, yeah. Anything you eat's a diet, actually, technically. But when we think of diet, we think of restrictions and deprivation and starving and things like that. And who wants to be on a diet? Remember, there's room for all foods on WW, and that's why everybody likes WW, because you can eat whatever you want as long as you fit it into your budget. So a healthy pattern of eating combines 0 points food and smart points value foods. Enjoy a variety of foods you love. Having that flexibility has worked beautifully for many, 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 many of us. So what to do. Make 0 the hero. So here they have an example where they're creating a vegan burrito bowl. But you can use this formula, it's just a formula, with any 0 points foods or foods with smart points. So here's their example. Excuse me. I just finished lunch. And my base was actually a 0 points food, not on this list. It was like 14 ounces of greens. It was a good salad. And I put black beans in it, 0 points. I put 0 point chicken breast in it. And then I put some other smart points things in it to make it delicious. So anyway, what you have to do is start with a 0 points base. So now a protein foundation can make your meal more satisfying. So what can you do? You can use lentils, black beans, tofu, pinto beans, or canned chickpeas. They're making a vegan burrito bowl, so that's their base, one of these proteins. I guess you could split it up and use 2 if you want. So layer in other 0 points foods like tomatoes, broccoli, mushrooms, corn, peppers and onions, or edamame. So there you go there. and then tie it all together with a nice bow on top. No, don't put the bow. Okay, tie it all together. Try 0 points flavor boosts and or small hits of intensely flavored low smart points foods. And then they give you the points like 4 crumbled tortilla chips for 1 point, shredded vegan cheese, 1 tablespoon for 1 point, fat-free salsa, a quarter medium avocado for 3 smart points, and then some paprika for 0 points. So, I mean, even if you used all of those in the bowl, that did the base and the layers are 0 points, and then your little toppings are going to total 1, 2, 5 smart points. So it would be a 5 smart point bowl. Sounds good. Okay, now here's where we got to think. Here's our little assignment. Think again. 0 points foods are meant to free you up, not trip you up. Here's how to look at them as a valuable part of your healthy lifestyle. So we got the unhelpful thought and the helpful thought. So an unhelpful thought would be, with all these 0 points foods, I can eat as much of them as I want. Yes, feast. No, let's go to the helpful thought. Just because these foods are 0 points, that doesn't mean they're all you can eat. That's not what I've learned about eating in a healthy way. Because it's not going to be healthy for me to deprive myself of things that I like. So here's another unhelpful thought. I should only be eating 0 points foods since they're the cornerstone of a healthy way of eating. A helpful thought. If I ate only 0 points foods, that would feel just like a diet. And WW is on a diet. A healthy way of eating includes 0 points foods and foods with smart points values that I enjoy. Just like I like to have on my salad, I like to have those little tortilla strip salad toppers. I weigh them and put them on top, and I like to have like a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds. Those are healthy, but not 0 points. And some salad dressing. You know, I add little extras on my salad, and I enjoy it. And then sometimes I have chips and salsa afterward. But this week I haven't been. I've been kind of trying to control my chips. I've got the sugar pretty much under control, but the crunchy chips and I can't eat popcorn. See, I just broke my partial today at lunch. I don't know why. A piece of metal came off, so I think I can still use them till I can get it repaired, but yeah, I gotta even be careful with it. The popcorn chips, those are crunchy but not hard on my teeth. But popcorn, I can't do popcorn. I get one kernel in there, I'm going to have trouble. I don't even know how I broke my partial. I was just eating my salad. I wasn't eating anything really hard. And the tortilla strips they don't stay super crunchy in there. I might have got a pumpkin seed, but the pumpkin seeds aren't as hard as like putting nuts in there. So I don't know. I just kind of play with it. But this is sugar problem. Sugar didn't just make me fat. I lost some of my teeth. So sugar is something that I really needed to get under control, and that's not 0 points. That's causes me more than weight gains. So I'm learning my lesson. But anyway, let's get back on track. So down in the comments, if you'd like to make a comment, that would be great. We could have a discussion going in the comments. You could do your own unhelpful thought, and then your helpful thought about 0 point foods, how to work them in, how you feel about the 0 point foods, what's your favorite 0 point foods, what have you learned from building meals with 0 points foods. I think that's a good assignment, because then as we go into the new program next week, that's why I pulled this one out so soon, is because they're saying something about the 0 point foods, and I think most of us who have been there for a long time have figured out, we have a clear understanding about 0 point foods. But here we go. They're going to tempt us with more, I guess. I don't know. Can't say for sure. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. I've got to find which weekly top lick. They have a recipe in here, but since it's a June edition, it's like a summer recipe for grilled fruit kebabs with mint. But you can make them indoors. Those look yummy. And it's 0 smart points. Ooh, that looks good for 0 smart points, doesn't it? You can do it on an indoor grill. It's just like pineapple and, strawberries, pineapples, and I think mangoes. No, honeydew melon. Ew, I've never had grilled melon. But anyway, it's nice to keep these things. Oh, there's a ad for flat outs. I used to use those till I discovered the extreme wellness. The flat outs are thicker and another point, but they're good too. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.